Hi, Whitney. My name is Phyllis Griffin, and I just wanted to respond to your post for the week. When reading over Lori's notes, I agree with you about being able to meet her in the middle and understanding that meeting. Well, you actually put meeting John in the middle, and I can understand meeting John in the middle and understanding that he is covering up the pain, much like she is. And I think that's where um, the counter transference and the transference is could be a problem right there because both of them are covering up pain. I feel like you hit it on the head when you said that they both were covering up pain because he's covering up pain by calling everybody idiots and calling everybody else's names, seeing everybody else's faults, and not dealing with the pain that he is actually dealing with. And at the same time, she's also dealing with um, the breakup of a boyfriend and not dealing with those emotions. So I could see where counter transference would take some kind of have some kind of involvement, could be a problem for that if she doesn't um, see where that could be a problem. Um, Also, you said about her taking care of herself because therapists hurt, therapists are in pain. We're human also. And so I was thinking, like yourself, as a supervisor, I would also um, create a safe space for her to talk about her emotions, talk about what she's feeling, and even talking about how her feelings towards John because I don't see, I know as a therapist how we're trained, but I don't see how being called, um, you're my hooker, how you can't have some kind of emotion or some kind of response or want to have a negative because we're trained professionally. We won't say something negative in front of the client, but I don't see how after we've done the therapy session or whatever that we don't have some kind of negative um, thoughts about that. And so I would encourage her to get her feelings out about that. How did you feel about the name calling? What did he say? And then how do you feel about him covering up his pain and also you're not dealing with your pain? And I would like to address that and maybe create a safe space for her to really get that out and then really, really, really encourage self-care because that is very important in a situation like this because if we don't deal with our emotions and then it just keep going on, then we can't provide the best help for our clients. So yeah, I agree with that. Um, and you said giving Lori permission to recognize that some clients may stretch us, but we can still be a helpful clinician even in those circumstances. And that is 100% because I can see just reading from her notes that he is stretching her to the limits because he said some hurtful things and that um, that can really needs to be dealt with. And like I said in another response to someone else's post, I think confrontation would be great for John. I know you could do confrontation. I know confrontation can lead to other things, but I think if you do it in a way that he is aware of his emotions and stuff, that some confrontations can make you aware of your behavior. So I think confrontation with John and his statements, providing self care for her, giving her a safe space for her, and creating that for her as a supervisor, and just making sure she takes care of herself. So I enjoy reading your post and thank you for sharing.